Chuckie Brooks. If he can dominate like he has all of his other opponents, he's going to be right there in the mix, ready to go pro soon. So excited to see how he performs here tonight against a little bit of a step up in competition for him.
This fight is brought to you by the U.S. Army. Visit GoArmy.com to find a local recruiter near you. It's Brooks versus England. Let's make some noise!
Here for round number 1.
Starting off quick. Brooks is coming out after him.
Yeah, so far he's throwing long strikes too. We've seen him close that distance a lot in the past, but it looks like he's content to stay on the outside. Probably the solid game plan against the tough wrestler here in England. Oh, big overhand right.
Mikey comes with the overhand.
Followed up by the knee to the body. Just as we talk about Mikey's wrestling and pressure, he lands a huge overhand right. It seemed to stun Brooks. Now this is where Mikey has had big slams in the past in this clinch position. Let's see if he can do so here against the tough Brooks. Big uppercut by England.
He catches him.
That one hurt Brooks. He goes down to his knees. Now Mikey's going to work in these wrestling positions.
That's Mikey's world right here. This is what he wants. He wants to put him on his back, get that top pressure, get that top mount, and try to finish his opponent.
He's passed into half guard here. You can see Brooks looking to get his arm under the leg to try to get a sweep, but Mikey's hip to it and just has such a good base that it's going to be really hard to sweep a guy like Mikey England. Now Mikey has the arm trapped.
North south position, back to side control. Brooks is doing the right thing. He's not taking any strikes right now. He's trying to recompose himself. His mind's trying to wake back up and get back to the game plan.
Yeah, he took some huge strikes there. He had a big uppercut. It looks like there's a cut over the eye of Brooks.
Mikey England.
Probably from one of those overhand rights or that uppercut. Now a barrage of punches here from Mikey England. Can he get the finish?
Oh, and Brooks rolls him over.
Almost, but then Mikey England gets back on top.
Right back to full mount now in half guard. Mikey's raining down punches.
It looks like quite a cut over the left eye of Brooks. And Mikey's just adding up the strikes now. Massive strikes. Brooks still looking to sweep, still moving. That's the reason referee Nick Nolte's not moving in, is Brooks is still intelligently defending himself here. He's moving around. He's trying to get back to his feet, trying to get to a hip, create that space. But there is a big cut right over the left eye of Brooks now.
And Mike needs to stay in control, make sure he doesn't gas out right here. He knows what he's doing, but he needs to make sure he doesn't rain down too many punches. He has to understand he's in control and needs to pick his shots.
These are massive strikes. Referee Nick Nolte taking a close look. But it's hard to step in when a guy's moving around like that. But he's eating some heavy, heavy strikes right now.
And right now it's all Brooks to survive. He's still moving, he's still active, but Mikey
another
England's
big left hand right on that cut. Mikey England is aiming for that cut, just raining down those right hands right on that left eyelid of Brooks.
And Brooks survives the round.
What an amazing performance there by Mikey England. Dominant on the feet, dominant on the ground. I think it was one of the overhand rights right off the bat, like one of the first punches Mikey threw that split the eyelid there of Brooks open. Let's see if we can get a closer look here. You see his cornerman attending to it now, trying to stop the bleeding.
Time for the cutman to go to work.
Might be a small cut over the eye of England as well. Both cutmen busy now trying to make sure these cuts don't get any more open than they already are. Round number 2. You know, we talked about the wrestling of Mikey England, but he's been doing the right things. He's training hard at Glory MMA and Fitness. and with the likes of James Krause, Zach Cummings, and really dedicated himself to his striking skills as well, and it really showed there in round number 1.
And Brooks understand he's in the fight now. This isn't one of those you can take a night off. Mikey quick to engage.
Beautiful.
Right back.
Yeah, and if you watch that again, I'd like to see that in slow-mo, because Mikey reached down for the legs, and just as Brooks went to set his hips back, Mikey comes over the top and secures the takedown. So it was a very well set up takedown there by Mikey England that now lands him in and out.
And this is a long 2.5 minutes. Look for Mikey to get more composed, pick his shots now. He understands what he's doing. He understands he has a clear advantage on the ground right now.
And this would be the first time Mikey's been into round number 2. It is showing good control here on the ground. Looking to wrap up the wrist so he can land those big, heavy strikes.
And all Brooks can do right now is just hold on.
Yeah, he's wrapping the head, trying to make sure that Mikey can't get that big posture to rain down those haymakers. And you can see he's trying not to stay flat on his hips. He's trying to get on his side like he should. Mikey's just too much control right here.
I mean, this is exhausting too. This is draining energy.
Oh, big left hand there by Mikey. That one landed solid right on the face. Mikey being a little more picky with his shots now, trying to find those openings. And
that's
Chuckie
the end of the
Brooks
fight.
taps. It looks like
taps
he tapped
out.
He said to the ref, "I don't want any more." Mikey England moves to 4-0 over the #1 ranked amateur in the Midwest.
And I think that's just an understanding of Brooks, understanding that he's in a position to where he's not going to get out. He is trapped. He is stuck.
He ate some massive strikes there. Non-stop, Mikey you could see him. He started to pick away a little bit more each time. And once he started landing those individual strikes, they really were doing so much damage that Brooks just couldn't take anymore. There's a short left hand there. Might have been right on the cut. And you could see Brooks look over to referee Nick Nolte and wave a tap in the air. What a dominant performance there by Mikey England.
I mean, Mikey England, he's the real deal. This was a test for Brooks, and I know it sounds exaggerated, but Mikey England has steamrolled his opponents. Look at him, looking clean.
Everybody now, and you can't, he has faced some lower competition in the past, but now has stepped up to fight the #1 guy. I mean, what more can you say about Mikey England? The skills are there, everything is there. This guy is the future of the sport. I can't wait for him to go pro personally, because I think he's, just being at his level of wrestling, and now we see his beautiful striking technique here tonight. This guy's just a few fights away from getting a UFC shot, right? So once we can get him pro, get him on a win streak, look for this guy to be in the UFC and to make some big steps soon.
I mean, just a powerful presence, intensity. And you know what's crazy? Knowing him personally, he's a nice guy off the mat.
Absolutely. Coaches helps coach at the Victory Wrestling program for the kids up northern Missouri or North Kansas City, and really a great human being. But
he's a firefighter.
Firefighter.
He's a hero. This man's a hero.
And an incredible fighter at that. What amazing performance there tonight by Mikey England. Cannot wait to see more of that guy in the future.
And hats off to Chuckie Brooks, though, way to come out, and put him in the world.
The eye of Chuckie Brooks is quite swollen. I'm guessing that's what got him the finish there.
29 seconds of the second round. Your winner by TKO strikes out of the red corner, Mikey England.
Yeah, I think Mikey opened up that big cut early in round #1, and then just continued to pepper away at it. And then in round 2, and whenever he was just peppering away with those individual strikes that had lots of heat behind them, one landed right on that cut, and Chuckie Brooks couldn't take any more. Let's look at the replay one more time here, brought to you by the U.S. Army. And these shots just added up, and it was too much for Chuckie Brooks. You could see him talking to the ref there, saying, "I can't do any more." Mikey England gets the victory.